Love at 30,000 feet. The skies were painted a soft orange as the sun kissed the edge of the horizon. Flight 782 to Zurich was ready for takeoff, humming with the quiet energy of travelers chasing dreams, meetings, and new beginnings. Among them sat Ava Carter, a radiant, blue-eyed beauty from Charleston, South Carolina. With tousled blonde hair, a worn travel journal in hand, and a spark of independence in her eyes, she was the kind of woman who turned heads without trying. Ava wasn't just a tourist. She was a storyteller, wandering across continents in search of the next chapter in her life. What she didn't know was that this flight would write the most thrilling story she'd ever lived. Seated across the aisle from her, in a tailored navy suit and quietly elegant watch, was Zayed al-Malik, a young entrepreneur from Dubai, known among his peers for his silence more than his words. He didn't believe in fairy tales, nor did he expect love to strike at first sight. But the moment he saw Ava laughing softly at a line in her book, the world shifted. Everything stilled. He tried to look away. He couldn't. For hours, Zayed watched the changing skies outside and tried not to glance her way. He rehearsed words in his head, cursed his own hesitation. Ava noticed him once, twice. There was something magnetic about the way he carried himself, like a secret held beneath layers of desert mystery. It wasn't until they hit turbulence that fate intervened. She clutched the armrest. He leaned over gently and asked, "Are you okay?" That voice. Smooth like silk, with an accent that wrapped around her like a warm breeze. From that moment on, words flowed. He told her stories of Dubai, of city lights and quiet deserts, of how ambition often clashed with the silence of his heart. She told him of her journey through Europe, her longing for meaning. Then, suddenly, she turned to him with a strange glint in her eyes and said, "If you truly love me, hijack this plane. Land it in Switzerland. Let's see if your love can fly." He laughed at first. Then he realized she wasn't joking. It was madness. Absolute madness. But Zayed had never lived wildly, not until that moment. Something in her tested his boundaries, but also awakened his courage. With a plan that seemed like it came from a movie script, Zayed took control. Calm, calculated, and without harm, he rerouted the flight to Zurich. Passengers were confused, then relieved when they landed safely, and the situation was somehow downplayed by the media as a navigation anomaly before authorities caught up. But for 48 hours in Switzerland, Zayed and Ava lived like stars in a dream. They danced in the snow. They kissed under cathedral towers. They whispered forever into each other's ears. Ide was taken by Swiss authorities, charged with unlawful aircraft interference. The sentence was heavy. Headlines were brutal. Ava was left alone, grieving the price of a love that had seemed too beautiful to last. But Ava wasn't a woman who gave up. She tried everything. Legal appeals, diplomatic letters, fake identities, even pretending to be a journalist. She visited him weekly, her eyes promising that this wasn't over. Then one day, her plan worked. With the help of a forged diplomatic clearance, a stolen guard uniform, and a secret exit hidden under the prison's oldest wing, Ava broke him out in the dead of night. They reached Marseille by truck, snuck aboard a freight ship to Tangier, and vanished from the radar. From there, they rebuilt. Zayed launched a low-profile logistics company in Dubai under a new name. Ava published her first novel under a pen name, Love at 30,000 Feet, which became a bestseller in Europe. Today, Zayed and Ava live between a glass villa in Dubai and a beach house in Charleston. They have 3 children, Zayn, Layla, and Noah. Their love is still wild, still deep, and stronger than anything the world tried to break. Because sometimes, the most impossible love stories are the ones that endure.